talk about the lapel grab now. Again, thinking about, obviously if someone grabs you like here, and they're a little bit of distance away, like this, they're holding it like that, and they're talking to you, you've got a little bit more space. You probably can't quite hit it too easily. David and I are about the same height. You had someone taller and they have over their arms, not so easy. But obviously from this position here, keeping my hands higher than his hands is important. Okay, if he's going to bring a knee, I'll probably have to use I might do that necessarily, so but generally speaking, I'll probably use my legs for that anyway. But as soon as someone grabs you like this, you've got their hands on you. Right? You're not going to wait around for them to do something. Right? They've already assaulted you by putting their hands on you. Okay? So you've got to use measured force back. Right? So just something sort of dead would be okay. Right? So basically, you've also got these moves here. If you find you're having trouble getting up over the arms, you can still drop down and push out here. You've got more space between you. Right? You can always slap down here at the start point, slap, bang, this way, and round with the head. Right? So you can start low, push high. Again, if his hand was a bit lower, his hands are here, and I've trouble getting to the middle, and you can't quite get over the top, his arms are straight, just turn your hand a little bit on the side. Just force to the side. Right? You're still using the palm heel, and it'll help you get up over the top of the arm a bit easier, rather than the elbow in. Yeah? So you can slap, boom, yeah, knee, and depending on where they are, knee, step through behind, face dog, just keep knee, boom, strike, boom. Okay? Depending on. So this is very, very simple. This is like very basic. It's just using the same technique. It's almost like a master key. Down, smack, boom. Right? In all these scenarios. So remember though, so that's if the hands are out. If the hands are out at a distance, you can do all sorts of things, right? You can just knee to the groin, push the head back, yeah, strike, push the head back, stepping through. But let's assume that you've got you in a more realistic lapel grab. It's not one we practice with kids. It's like really close. I can't get up through here. None of this stuff works. I can't pull out open up a can of cement on him or anything, you know. It's difficult. So you want to get over the top, obviously, either way. And naturally, striking at the face and grabbing the head in place this way and turning like we've done works very well for this as well, especially when you're against a wall and you've got nowhere else to go. You've got to spin your way out using the head. Again, in most cases, people start to let go of the body by that stage, or let go of me by the time he feels his head being grabbed. But I'll still do what I'm doing. I'm still trying to twist and pull out of the way. Right, so that's one thing. But let's go back to, first of all, because the obvious for the lapel grabs are what we said, twist and turn and close. Let's go back to the choke. So we're going to do something with the choke and then we'll do it with the lapel grab as well, because it works for both. Remember earlier how we were stepping across here and then turning around and walking down? Okay. So we're going to start the bowler off, same as we did, like so. Instead of backing this way and coming around and striking, what we're going to aim to do from here, it's all in one movement. 1, 2, 3, okay? And strike. So essentially I'm doing that movement where I step across, I'll be practiced. I've got him in tight, I turn, and then lock that back leg out and roll him over the top. Okay? Right, ready to go? So you know what's happening? You look like you're bracing yourself. I'm holding on to him in my hand, it's okay, right? Grab, seize, but it's all the one movement ideally. He's holding on there, tight, 1, step, down, yeah? You keep that leg straight. Don't keep your upper body right, upright, and just use your hips coming around and straighten the leg. I'm not really using much of my shoulder, I don't think. I'm feeling like I'm just turning that way, yeah? Right. Like we practiced earlier, return, and lock down. That's the movement part. Right. So what I want you guys to do, this is how you'll do it, right? Grab him tight, 1, step, sorry. Essentially, I just want you to practice it slow. I want you to feel them going over the leg, and then stop. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah? Sorry? Yeah. You can easily do this. Bang, bang, over the top. Hi. 3, stop. 4, 5. Essentially, what I want to do is, you know how we talk about locking the arm in? That's got to work. That's what you want to do here. If he lets go of one arm, right, it's not going to work. I've got to get this arm tucked down my armpit. I'm going to get something tight to my body. Yep. 1, step, turn. Keep it in. Yep. That happens easily when I've got both your arms, doesn't it? Yeah? So, it's absorb using the hip, just like the Kata would, yeah? It's not you're throwing each other everywhere, there's not a lot of room here. But being mindful that it's really grab one. It's all one movement. We're breaking it down here. I'm stopping part of the way. He regains his balance. If I stop here, he regains his balance. Try and roll him over. Does that make sense? In reality, you do go on one movement, okay? You might even do bowler. One step. So, step and turn. Right? I didn't want to do the step before because I was going to do that and come back around that way. Yeah? Just another avenue. So, forward, step, and down. Yeah? We've got this hand here. I had his left hand like so. Right? That's a little bit. So we do that way by itself. I have one hand on the belt and the other hand tucked into my armpit. Again, if I stop in one position for too long, he's going to pull one hand out, right? So just think about that in the Kata now. You're there, that's what's happening. Turn. That's snapping the hip, straightening the back leg. That's the principle we want to use. Now, what works, you have to keep him close to my body too. If he's far away, it's not going to work. Try and step here, it's not going to work. Yeah? So, boom, I can stop you again. Softening something up. Bang, down. Try to let go of his hand. Yeah? Try. Okay, so it won't matter really what legs got forward. Okay, because I'm going to step in front there and roll him over that leg. So it doesn't matter if his right leg was forward or his left leg was forward at first. When I did the bowler, I pulled him forward a bit this way anyway. Right? Yeah? I step there and it's just really then rolling over that way. Okay? Right? So that works really well for the choke and also works even for the lapel grab. Now the bowler doesn't only work for the lapel grab. Here like that. This is not for the lapel grab. Although you can still do that, of course. Bring your arms really straight again. Candle arms, yeah. One. That does work, but it doesn't break the hamstring like it does for the choke. That's why I don't teach it to the kids as a escape technique for the lapel grab. Yeah? It's more for getting the hands off the throat. But in this instance here, you can still form one and down. Yep. Still use that same movement. Boom, one. It's got to be tucked in here. This one's here. Okay, I'm not finishing totally with his hand, but I am in the end. It feels off him. If you had to, I suppose that would be the next movement. Boom. Yep. If you thought that was necessary. And over here, huh? So, let's work on this here. Tight, yeah. Think about groin and face. Knee across, hand and face. Yeah? You're in tight, there's not much you can do. You can obviously strike your way out. You can spin your way out. Okay? Getting close here. Tuck and tight. One. Aim. 1, 2, and then practice that with the hands on the throat as well. Try and get the same movement. So bearing in mind, you've got what do you call it, the major operation, which is the step and the turn. Minor operation makes it all work. Just bearing one hand in close, and the other one having pinned in. Yeah? Like so. You don't do the bowler like this. It's got to be over and gravity feet down. Yeah? You might even take a step at the same time. Yeah? As you're coming across. So it's got to come up, down, and drop with some gravity. Yeah? To make up for some strength disparity you might have with the person in front. Yeah? If you're practicing for someone much taller than you, and their hands are coming down from here, this angle, on your throat or on your chest, right? Obviously you want to keep one hand high. But if you're having trouble getting up over the arms and sliding over the bowler, just go smashing low here with your feet. And if they're pushing you with here, you can't quite, it's hard to kick pushing backwards. It's hard to kick when you're pushing backwards. Right. It's hard to, you can't really kick. As soon as I lift my leg off the ground, I'm going to go down further. Okay? We might have to try what we did earlier. Pushing back, push to the side, back and knee. Yeah? Pulling off to one side. What we did earlier, then we did that. That's what we just did then, wasn't it? Yeah? Back. Yeah? Turn him off the side. And then he'll try to stop himself too. When he feels himself going past him, he'll try to stop that happening. I just got to hold that long enough to do some of this, yeah? Yeah. But I can't do it while I'm going backwards. He's pushing me backwards too. One thing can sometimes stop this game. Now look where his groins ended up. He went see my right knee? Right, so girls especially, there's a stronger person coming towards you, and they're pushing back as you can always keep the arm straight, get it straight. It won't save you forever, but it's temporarily stops backward movement sometimes. It enables you to be closer, to back, So just be mindful of being able to use that palm being that straight technique. And then what comes next? Grab technique, something in second. Just like the Kata. Boom, boom. Right, or boom, boom. Yeah? So we've got 3 things to practice. We've got the lapel grab, and tight, this, and we'll also practice that choke as well. Yeah? Really focus on pinning it tight to you. Now you've got to turn, you've got to step in and turn tight, and let the stance do the work. Don't use your neck to your shoulders to try and pick them over the top. Okay? Really, really slow. Let's go. Okay, you're facing the kitchen, you're getting attacked first. Hey, let's go. Work hard. Your upper body needs to be vertical. Right? Just like in the Kata. Your upper body's got to stay vertical. Right? The minute you're trying to sort of lean over and pull them down, you won't have the same potency, you won't have the same leverage. The back leg, there's nothing to use to get your body upright. Okay? Don't go down with them. Keep tight, turn, make them go down. You stay upright. Last little one, and then we're going to break into groups so you can still attack each other. Ready? Variation on speed. Approach when you've done before, help grab and that turn the Kata and the takedown. We're might be in this position here, rather than what we did was put at the top, span so this way, getting the hands in. Another way is to, as you bring coming down with this hand, come around the top this way. Bang. Bang. So just imagine you've done the last punch in that drill. Yeah. Right, last one. Do the same, right? So you're here, bang, same time. Turn around now. Okay? It's the same technique from the waist down we just did. We're just doing something different to begin the process. Rather than the roll and the pin and the turn, it's exactly the same footwork, isn't it? Again. So in other words, drop down, elbow in, not drop down the leader. 1, 2. Now using the stance again, keeping the body upright as much as possible. Okay? You might even find this one easier. Okay, so just going to give 1 minute each practicing that. Drop, so it's there. Come on. Could be that. Let's just say it's that. Crossing in front of the ears. Chop down. And then again, using the body upright. 1 minute each. Let's go.